Hello, students. Welcome to English 10. Our lesson for Module 5, Quarter 1 is employing analytical listening in problem solving. After going through this module, you are expected to first, recognize the problem in the material listened to. Second, describe the clues from the material listened to solve the problem. And third, employ analytical listening in problem solving. Let us remember that listening is the first skill utilized when we communicate to others. In our day-to-day lives, we use it in doing household chores, in conversing with other friends, parents, or relatives, in learning new song, in solving a problem, or even in exploring different aspects of life. Let us listen attentively to the story about Zoo Job.
The Zoo Job by Steve Schrott.
I hope there are no practical jokes today, Leonard.
Nah.
I don't know what you're up to, but I know that at least my new hat is safe. I know you would never repeat the same practical joke twice. I'll just see you around.
Roger met 3 student interns wearing name tags. The zoo manager asked him to show them around and figure out who would be the best employee for the summer. The zoo could only afford one of them. Roger was happy to do it as he knew the qualities that the zoo needed. They wanted someone who was knowledgeable, cooperative, and loved animals.
Hello, everyone. Today we are going to feed a couple of the animals, and the 4 of us will get to know one another. That way, I can tell who is most suited to the job.
I hope we're going to finish this fast. I have to go to a baseball game.
It'll take about an hour. What time's your game?
About 4.
Should be okay, unless we go into extra innings. You guys care what time we finish?
No, I don't have to give blood till 7, and I can do my volunteer work at the church after that.
What are you, some kind of saint?
Just trying to do my part.
How about you, Henry?
Everything is fine. Yeah,
The 4 of them left the building and headed toward the animal cages. The first cage housed the cockatoo.
This is Wally.
Roger opened a door beside the cage and led the students into a room with a small fridge. He asked Henry to open the fridge and remove a plate of cut fruit and some bird seed. Henry's hands shook and he accidentally dropped a bit of fruit on the ground. He turned all red.
I'm sorry. You're not going to yell at me, are you? I can't stand being yelled at.
No. Don't worry, Henry. I drop things too.
Henry nodded, then gave the plate to Roger. The students then followed Roger through the door into the feeding area. Cindy moved close to the large white bird.
Hi, Wally, what's up?
I can't believe you're talking to that bird. He doesn't know what you're saying.
For your information, cockatoos are very intelligent. I read they're as smart as a 3-year-old.
That's right. Very good, Cindy.
After the cockatoo had been fed, the 3 of them ambled over to the elephant cage.
This is Sally. Tom, can you take that big container of food from the fridge?
I'm not carrying that. It weighs a ton.
I'll do it. This is going to give me strong muscles for sure.
Henry reached inside the fridge to get the elephant's dessert, a cantaloupe, but it dropped onto the ground. As he picked it up, his body started to quiver.
I'm sorry. Please don't yell.
Don't worry so much, Henry. Everything is okay.
Cindy handed the food container to Roger, and Henry gave him the cantaloupe. Roger and the students then entered the elephant's feeding area.
I think elephants are the stupidest animals. They have that ridiculous trunk and a real dumb expression on their face.
Actually, they're very smart. They're the only animal that mourns when one of the other elephants dies.
Yes, you're right once again, Cindy. You must study a lot.
I love animals and like to know everything about them.
Once the elephants were fed, Roger and the three students walked over to the chimpanzee area.
This is Harriet and Charlie.
Then, Roger had Henry remove the plate of food from the fridge. This time, Henry didn't drop a thing.
Good work, Henry.
Thanks.
Roger was about to take the plate into the feeding area when he remembered his hat. He was worried that one of the chimps might take it. He didn't want to lose another hat, so he put it on the top of the fridge. Then, he took the plate from Henry and went into the feeding area with the students. Harriet had been swinging on a small trapeze in the cage. But when she spotted Roger, she raced over to him, still wearing his hat.
I bet she doesn't have a brain in her head.
You're wrong. Chimpanzees are the only animals that can make tools.
Tools? What does he do? Make a hammer?
No, they sharpen sticks so that they can get the ends out of the dirt and eat them.
That's disgusting.
Charlie looks so sad. I think he's upset that he doesn't have a hat like Harriet.
As soon as they exited the feeding area, Roger felt a tap on his shoulder. It was Leonard.
Hey, Len. Everyone, this is Leonard. He's another zookeeper.
Hi.
Hey, it's 3:30. Are we going to be finished soon?
Yeah, I think that's it for today.
Roger went to get the hat that he'd left on the fridge, but it wasn't there. Suddenly, he heard screams of laughter from Leonard and the students.
Oh no! Another chimp got my hat. I'm not mad, but I want to know who had done it. Is it one of the students or Leonard? If it is Leonard, that is one thing. But if it is one of the kids, well, I don't want to hire someone who is another practical joker. One is enough. So, could you tell me who put my hat in the monkey cage?
After listening to the story, what was the problem of Roger? Who among the characters in the recording intentionally gave Roger's hat? Can you help Roger solve the problem? Before we solve the problem of Roger, let us remember these terms. Chimpanzee. It is a small, intelligent African ape without a tail. It is also called monkey or ape. Trapeze. A short bar hanging high up in the air from two ropes that acrobats use to perform special movements. It is also called swing or bar. Extra innings. It is the continuation or extension of an activity beyond the set time. It is also called round or shot. Amble means to walk in a slow and relaxed way. It also means loiter, wander, or stroll. Cantaloupe, a type of melon with a thick skin that is round and has yellow or green skin and sweet orange flesh. It is also called melon or rock melon. Now that you learned the different terms used in this story, let us go back to the details of the conversation. Can you name the culprit? Is it Tom? Cindy? Is it Henry? Or Leonard? If you have difficulty solving the problem of Roger, let us study the techniques of using analytical listening in problem solving. Listen. Listening is actually hearing what the other is saying. This means full concentration on the other's story is needed, as well as a thorough sinking in of the information. Next, know the issue. Distinguishing the main problems from partial ones helps switch angle to focus in collecting information. Paraphrase. Restating the same information in mind using different words helps to more concisely reflect what the speaker said. Summarize. Identifying, connecting, and integrating key ideas and feelings to what the speaker said gives the listeners time to let the information sink in and understand what they just heard. Lastly, dig deeper. It is a process of getting down to the core. It is the stage where you make logical connections, detect the actual cause, and think of fitting solutions. Now, can you help Roger solve the problem? Certainly you can. Use the technique in analytical listening in looking for clues, and remember to take note these clues. To help you further, write in a piece of paper the behavior of each character, the character's choice of words, intonation, and even vibe of the scenario, which reveals someone's emotional state, intention, and character. Thank you for listening. You may watch this video again as you walk through the Module 5.